Hello everybody, it's VerticalSandwich. Welcome back to Let's Replay Rabbids Go Home, the 31,750 run. Wow! So welcome to Rules Are for Tools. Okay, this is crazy. This level gives you collector Rabbids before all the Sandra time trial runs. I failed the crap out of those runs. This video, seriously, was over 15 minutes long just for this level. It's 13 minutes long now, and I added the whole next level in. I lost, it was 7 minutes of failure that I cut out of it. So, but you can do that in this level. It's actually kind of nice that they designed it that way. Some of the later ones won't give you collector Rabbids right before Sandra, so if you fail a Sandra thing, you lose out, you can't 100%. So, so there'll be obvious cuts, and that's fine. I mean, I don't mind that. Mainly, I failed them because I got this level, I got 1,000 feet on this level my first try. So, I was like, things were going wrong, and then I would just sit and wait for the time to run out. I mean, I wasn't, at that point, you know, I wasn't going for time, or efficiency, I was just trying to be thorough. And it seemed like a better idea to spend 15 minutes on the level and not have to do it over. Which is how it worked out, so, I mean, I don't regret it. I'm just letting you know what happened. So, yeah, and there were multiple Sandra things in here, and I failed most of them. One of them I only failed once. It's the second one, or the second to last one anyway. So, 44 at our collector Rabbid. The last one in here is really hard. It's really lucky that they give you a collector Rabbid right before it, so. In this area in here, like, it looks real tough, but, like, there's no reason you should take more than 1 or 2 hits wandering through here. I mean, if you hit the bumpers, it's gonna hurt you, but, like, this stuff's all just free. Just hug the wall. And then eventually, yeah, you will have to go in between them, and that can be a problem. But, you know, just inch your way in. You'll be fine. I have faith in you. I believe that you will be fine. So, yeah, fun stuff. I actually started recording this commentary and then realized there were a bunch of fails I still hadn't cut out. That's when I went back and realized I could add totally tubing. Because the tubing levels are super fast. The tubing and the rocket levels run by really quick. So, we haven't... Wait, have we gotten to a rocket level yet? I don't remember. Yeah, we have. Okay, window washer, get him. So if you don't, you'll be 5 short. Okay, this is our collector Rabbid right before Sandra. This one I failed like 3 times. Mainly just because of stuff you have to get during jumps, and I missed stuff one time, and so you'll see a cut. A really obvious cut. But because there's a collector Rabbid and you start right here, you can fail. You could fail this 1,000,000 times. So the first time I didn't even come up here, I didn't realize I had to get these 2 items. And I would hit the door to make it open. The door will open if you hit it. If you wait for it, it may take a little longer. I guess you kind of got to go with what your gut tells you. Yeah, on my first good run at this, I missed these items here. I missed like 2 of them. So there we go. Get through, and then you get to collect a Rabbid right afterwards. So that's kind of nice. You can go get that stuff up there and then come back to them. We didn't. This level, outside of the Sandra stuff, there's not a lot of stuff in this level that's going to really cause you trouble. And like I said in a previous video, I will take the time to pop those, even if they don't pose a danger to me. And this room's kind of everywhere. Like, it's got dumpsters in it, and Verminators, and kind of everything else. The Santa guy, all it needs is a speaker, and it's probably got one of those I'm just not seeing. I can hear I can hear music. That doesn't necessarily mean that there's a speaker. It just means there's music going on. I also am a little surprised that I opted to just regularly kill the Verminators. This is one of the few places where they don't have a cinematic where they deflate the barriers, too. I guess because there are no barriers, but, you know, just something to note. Here's another dumpster you could exploit. If you were better. Now, you see, okay, that time when I hit it with a super boost, it disappeared. That's what you have to do. You have to hit it with the Rabbid in the Wiimote. And then wait for it to spell out some stuff, and then you can hit it with a super boost and it'll disappear. but it'll leave a bunch more stuff out on the ground. Like, you'll get a bunch of stuff automatically collected, but then the stuff that's spilled out will be still on the ground. That's the trick. And again, we'll show it. We're going to show it. Just know that it's there and it's a thing, and teach yourself to do it. There's a really easy place to teach yourself to do it in the last level. There's just an obvious dumpster right away in the last level that you can just take your time on and restart the level if you want. Which is what I'm going to do to make my example video. Why is he carrying burgers? Never occurred to me to ask that question till just now. That, like, he's got burgers and his costume. Why not presents? Logically, presents. Maybe they were afraid people would get confused because you earn presents with your amounts. So, you know, be careful and, you know, get all the people at desks. They're easily missed here. And they'll spill off their clothes if you just spin their chairs around. Which must make, you know, must make working at this office very interesting. It's like you turn on the air conditioning and everybody's clothes fly off. Jeez. Well, we'll just go with that. We'll run with that like it's real. And that was a brilliant attempt to get those things hanging in midair. So now we're going to do the last two Sandra things, pretty much back to back. This one actually only took me one try. Like one fail. And I was checking for a window cleaner there. So 287 is your magic number here. Yeah, I could have done that cut a little better, I suppose. But you know what the dialogue is. Or if you don't, I'm sorry. So these tend to, like in this part, they have a tendency to get a little long. As far as how far you're running. So, I would suggest using the super boost to kind of get yourself ahead of the game. If you can. Because we made that one with 5 seconds left once we realized what the pattern was. What the path was. That's what I want to say. And now we're going to have to fight this stupid automatic paper shredding, I don't know, whatever it is, thing. Who knows what they expect us to think this is. But the floor is made of paper, so I assume it's got something to do with that. Alright. And there we go. Deflation and, yeah. Yeah, watch out. I mean, those things, once you throw them, they will explode. And this was the Sandra one that took me, I mean, this seriously took me, like, 4 minutes to get this to work. And I'll tell you why. I mean, I'll explain why as we're going through it, but, essentially, no, I'll explain why right now. Essentially, there's a point where you have to run across the table and knock clothes off people and get them. And if you knock the clothes off them wrong and you have to go back to get them, it usually kills enough time that it'll kill you. That's it. That's essentially it. Wonder if you could beat Sandra through that. It's right here. You kind of got to walk a fine line of, you know, hitting them and getting the stuff off the table. It can be rough. We barely make it. And this is a level where getting into the office is essentially the end. Like, once you pick up the table, the level ends. So make sure you got everything you need. 69 is your magic number here, I think. Yes. I'm not trying to be funny about that. That's just the way the game was programmed. Alright, so... after this, we'll be going right into Totally Tubin. It's another dynamic in the game that I really like. So, however, it is really short, really easy. And that's kind of a shame. The tubing levels, they could have done more with them. But there's a lot they could have done more with. The things that they chose to do a lot with were things like this. And the bubble bed. And I guess that's a choice. So down the toilet we go and straight into Totally Tubin. It's nice fitting 2 videos in. I numbered my videos thinking we would do a video a level, so we're saving videos by doing this. Although we're probably gonna waste that numbering at the end when we have to do multiple videos to explain kind of the concept of the end and what's going on, and the dumpster trick and things like that. All right, so this is all new right here. riding a tube, as the name would suggest. The only place you could really possibly miss stuff is kind of like right here. There are no collector Rabbids in this level, but it does, when you die, you're allowed to keep the amount you have, which is nice. So it's essentially just using the Wiimote to bounce, like, from place to place. It can be a lot of fun. I mean, you know, there's only a couple levels like this. They're both identical. And it's not... Both real Looney Tunes looking desert environments with some snow and some cactus. I'm assuming that's what the white stuff is. It might be sand. Certainly doesn't make sense that it's snow with cactus in it, but then again, it doesn't make sense that you could slide a tube across the rock, so maybe it's supposed to be the way the tube slides. It's not supposed, it doesn't have to make sense. It's a Rabbids game. Jeez. These psychotic bunnies in a shopping cart, and what I'm complaining about is whether or not there's snow in the desert. Really? And I don't know. I don't necessarily, the trail of items I think is enough. We probably don't need the painted arrows in the ground, but whatever. So you should have all 400 items when you hit the end of this. Because, again, there are no collector Rabbids, so you have to get them all at once. And it's places like this that you're going to miss them, if you're going to miss them. You hit the cactuses, you die instantly. There's no light bulbs in this level. If you hit an obstacle that pops the tube, it pops the tube. Surprising realism from this game, actually. And there we go, we missed an item, so we die. Now, that's actually good strategy. I mean, obviously it corrupts my perfect run, but not really. I mean, it gets us to the goal. It didn't say we weren't going to cheat. Wait, did I say we weren't going to cheat? No, I didn't say that. No. It's doable not cheating, but whatever. This is all about settling a debate, not purity of intention. All right. At some point there was a rabbit that told us that the cactuses would pop us, I think. Or did we already do a level like this? I don't even know anymore. Post-commentary is so hard. Alright. And that apparently was what I thought was the perfect bounce, so... I just let the rebounds take you off of these areas. I missed one item in that run at the very end, the first time I played through it. So this was another $9.99 level for me. Alright, everybody, when we come back, Apocalypse Cow, my favorite level title ever. So I'll see you guys for that. Thanks for watching. Bye, everybody.